Welcome to the Grit and Grind Week 2 right here. Daryl, we got to give a shout out to Jones Senior High. We appreciate the Trojans for the helmet donation. We'll be coming down to Jones Senior High to pick it up. Also, shout out to our boy Coach Strong, Cardinal Gibbons, Crusaders. We come to see you in a couple weeks. But Daryl, what did we learn in week 1 right here? What did we learn?
We learned a lot in week 1. We learned
you
that
must learn.
71st is still 71st.
71st.
We learned that grit and grind, don't pick against South Greenville.
I told you every time we pick against them, it's a bad pick.
And we learned.
Daryl, get out of here right quick. Let me talk to the people. Let me talk to you. Tarboro, my boy Tarboro Stanton. We try to tell him every week not to do this, but he will not listen to me. He will not listen to you. Look, he done went and took his seat. That's why he took his seat, because guess what? Tarboro, thank y'all once again for helping your boy out to show him why the Vikings are still the Tarboro Vikings. Grit and Grind week 2. Let's go.
Here we go.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind right here. It is week 2, Daryl, and this is the fun week right for me.
Yeah, this is a fun week. We got the
first week out
behind us, and now we're going into that second week. But Shawn, before we can go in that second week, we got a new segment.
It is time to introduce the people to the newest segment of the Grit and Grind, brought to you by a football team. We won't mention who it brought to you. We'll do it after we get done with it. But this segment is called the Eating Crow segment, because when the Grit and Grind makes our weekly picks, sometimes we get them right majority of the time.
Most of the time.
And sometimes we lay an egg, we get them wrong. And so when we lay an egg and we get it wrong, if you're at that high school and you are capturing footage of the game, send it to us so we can eat a little crow. But Daryl, let's look at that first one, and we got to eat some crow over. The Rocky Mountain Griffons.
Big time game.
Big time game.
Tarboro won this game last year.
They did.
Didn't win by much, but they won.
Rocky Mountain's Rocky Mountain.
Rocky Mountain's
That's
Rocky
still
Mountain.
Rocky Mountain.
I'm going Rocky Mountain. I'm going Rocky Mountain for the win.
This week.
I'm going Rocky Mountain right here.
Tall Vikes, Vikings
Rocky Mountain.
Tall Vikes, Vikings
all day.
All my Tarboro fans.
Rocky Mountain.
We won. He's already.
I just said. It was a close game last year.
He's doing it again,
It was a close game last year. Rocky Mountain would have won.
Cut the lights on. He did it again. Thank you, Mr. Producer Man.
So I got to eat a little crow on that particular game.
Yeah.
But Rocky Mountain, you had them. You had them.
And what happened?
In the words of Denny Green, they are who we thought they were.
That's what they are. But what happened?
But I got to eat a little crow on that game last week. Shout out to Tarboro. Good win coming back.
Yes.
First game of the season. You know, you're down, 24-6?
24-6 at halftime.
Tarboro was able to come back in the second half and win the game. So shout out to Tarboro on that. So I had to eat a little crow. So to all the Tarboro fans, congratulations.
Valhalla is welcoming you to come down there, Daryl, but you will not show up to Valhalla to see our friends. But guess what, Tarboro? We're going to let you on the inside secret before we go to that segment. We're coming down there real soon. We'll be letting you know that date. Now our next segment is brought to you by the team that started this, the South Granville Vikings. You see the helmet right here to the immediate right or your left of me, however you're watching the Grit and Grind. And let's see what the Vikings did to be able to make us have to eat a little crow in this game. Down. Another team that won a share of the title up there with JFL. Another school that's one of our favorite schools up there in that little Granville pocket. South Granville, you see the helmet right here on the Grit and Grind. But they playing the Wildcats of Bun. You see it right over there. Tough game right here for both teams.
Both teams, tough game. South Granville lost a lot, but they got a new coach.
Yeah, let me hear you say it.
Transition going on.
Don't say it.
But
don't say it.
I'm going Bun. I'm going Bun for the win.
I want to go South Granville because every time we don't pick South Granville, they let us know we didn't pick them when they win this game.
Yeah, they definitely let us know. They're going to hit us up.
I'm going Bun.
You going
Bun? I'm picking with my heart. I'm picking with my heart.
Okay.
I think that Bun team brought back a lot of players. That's what happened, Daryl. When you pick with your heart. You talked about it last week. Picking with your heart.
Picking with your heart.
I picked with my heart.
But we said
if
they won,
they gonna let us
know. And
shout out to all the South Granville coaches, staff down there, the administrative staff. It's all love with us in South Granville because we truly enjoy it. Well, like we said, Daryl, when they win and we don't pick them, what they do?
Oh, they gonna let us know.
Oh, they hitting us up at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, definitely hitting us up. But it was a good win for South Granville.
It was.
Then, this week got a big-time game, but congratulations, South Greenville, on that first win with the new coach.
Yes, congratulations kicking off your new coach's season as the head coach down with their first win at home for South Greenville. Well, Daryl, before we go to our next segment, we always do the grit and grind rewind because we like to go back to the game we was at last week and talk about that game, break it down, and give you our takes going out. So the grit and grind rewind will be a recap of the J.H. Rose versus Northern Nash game that was played at J.H. Rose.
Yeah, and this was a big-time game, that J.H. Rose, Northern Nash game. J.H. Rose was able to come out with a win in that game, 20-11. But that game was back and forth. J.H. Rose coming out, they was hyped up, ready to play football on both sides. Northern coming out as well, ready to play. And for it to be your first game of the season, you just wanted things to go well on both sides of the ball. And J.H. Rose was able to start off fast. They had quarterback play in Chase Davis. He threw for 215 yards in this game, had 2 touchdowns. Then their running back core with Tyshawn and Davis came combined close to 100 yards rushing.
Right.
But Northern was still in this game. You had their running backs and Lyons and Robertson and Eatman all combining for over 100 yards rushing. But again, that offensive side of the ball for J.H. Rose with Chase, Parson, Bell, Cabell, all those guys made big-time plays for them throughout the game. And that was what was able for J.H. Rose to win this game and continue on. 1-0, that's what you want, first game of the season. And J.H. Rose defense showed up as well.
Well, people been talking about this J.H. Rose team, Daryl, about how good they are and the things that this team can do and the caliber, how far they can go, and to where they could be playing on a Saturday for a state championship if, barring no injuries and everything stays the same. J.H. Rose looks good, and you know what I called that offense that night? The J.H. Rose Express coming through a town near you. The J.H. Rose Express, I'm telling you.
It really was. It was a on both sides.
Both sides, on the defense.
Yeah, on the defense.
If you're Northern Nash, good win right here. You only lost by a few points.
Right.
You played an outstanding J.H. Rose team this year. You know what you need to work on for week 2.
Right.
And if you're J.H. Rose, one thing you're excited about was, you remember last season.
Yeah.
You lost the last play, last second, on the goal line by 6 points. That has been hanging in their memory since last season. And they put it behind them now.
They put it behind them. But again, back to Northern Nash, it was no quit in this team.
No, they played the whole 4 quarters. That was the biggest
thing that I noticed about this team. Even down to the last seconds.
Okay.
Everybody was playing hard. So if you're a Northern Nash fan, you still got a lot to look forward to in this season because those guys are playing good football and they're going to get it together.
Well, let's go hear from the Grit and Grind Friday night players of the game.
Defense side of the ball, we got our Grit and Grind defensive player of the game. Is he name?
Jaden Will.
Yeah, Jaden, what was it that y'all had the mindset coming into this game as far as stopping Northern Nash's offense that has over the years have been a good offense, and y'all was able to slow it down tonight?
Well, you just got to be physical and go with energy, man. Like, it's a Thursday night pool out here. You just gotta come with intensity, man. That's what we did tonight. Catch the victory.
And on the offensive side of the ball, y'all was able to move the ball, score in the end zone, and it started with this guy right here. And what's his name?
Chase.
Casey, what was it that you was able to do to get your team in the end zone tonight?
He just put me in the right position. Shout out to my quarterback, Chase Davis. We got threats everywhere, so you got to cover all of us. And you cover one, so 300 people will be open. So tonight was just my night. I guess next Friday might be somebody else tonight.
All right. Well, we want to thank y'all for allowing Grit and Grind to come down here for the first game of the season. And Coach Bland, congratulations again on a big-time win.
You just heard from the Grit and Grind Friday night players of the game. Once again, our good friend, walking to him, Coach Bland, with a big win right there, our good friend, Coach Bland.
Yeah.
But, Daryl, if you're J.H. Rose, you feel good. But you got to put this one behind you. And you got to stay focused. If you're Northern Nash, you came in this week and said, we did not get the win we were expecting. Let's get back to the basics and get ready for week 2. Because they got a tough game with Nash Central for the Battle of the Bridge coming up this Friday night.
That's coming up Friday night. And just like you said, you got a lot of football in front of you. So both teams could be seeing each other again in the playoffs.
Could be sooner or later. They could be running up again. Well, we'll get ready to hop into a commercial break, and we'll be right back for the Grit and Grind best road wins and our players of the week. You're watching Grit and Grind on Studio 67 NCC.
Finding a career path is a journey of discovery. Finding and honing your talents, molding them into your future. Your motivation is hard work, gaining expertise, and consistent skill development. Nash Community College is the starting point for your career goals. Career paths at Nash help you build all the tools you need to begin your career and find success. Start here. Go anywhere.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind, and Daryl, it's time to find out who the Week 1 Road Warriors were for the Grit and Grind. Daryl,
Yeah.
who was your Road Warrior?
Well, my Road Warrior team this week is going to be Southern Nash.
Firebirds.
The Firebirds. And the reason I picked Southern Nash is because they went to Knightdale, won 33-13. But the thing about Southern Nash this year, you just didn't know what we had.
We did not.
Did not know, but we found out in this game with the running back, T.J. Baker, had over 127 yards in that game on 14 carries. A freshman running back, Smith, combined with 91 yards. So those guys showed up, and then you had T. Pulley Jr. on defense, played good. So Southern Nash was able to go into Knightdale.
A good win.
A good win for them. So for me, Southern Nash Firebirds, Road Warriors. Who's your Road Warrior team?
Daryl, I'm going to go down to Wilson, North Carolina, and I'm going to stop by the Fike Golden Denim Stadium. They went up to Northmore in Week 1 under a new coach, a new system. Assistant Coach Johnson got promoted to the head coach after Coach Rocky stepped down.
Okay.
A lot of people had his team not as a Week 1 winner.
Right, yeah.
We picked them as a winner.
We picked them as Week 1.
A lot of people had them not saying, first new year coach, new system, short time to get everything together, but Fike was able to go to Northmore and beat them 80-0.
Woo, hold up. Is that a football score or a basketball score?
A lot of people thought that was a typo on the announcement when it was made. They won 80-0. A lot of people said this is a typo. No disrespect to Northmore, but a lot of people thought it was an 8-0 win.
Yeah.
But they were able to win 80-0 in Northmore, up there in Robinson, North Carolina. And when I think about Fike, with a statement win like that for your first year coach, Coach Marcus Johnson, Fike always had a saying. Tradition continues.
There it is.
And I think about the great coaches at Fike, Harvey Reed.
Yep.
Coach Drawhorn, both of them basketball coaches. Tom Nelson, our good friend who watches the Grit and Grind. Coach Pridger back in the days who ran that wing T offense. They got the Fike program back going in football. This was an old school style Fike win right here to let people know that the Golden Demons are back and ready to play football. So that is my Road Warriors, the Fike Golden Demons. Now, Daryl.
Yeah.
It's time to do our other favorite segment. And of course, if you're new to the Grit and Grind, this segment is called the Coach Marlon Lee Player of the Week. Once again, Coach Marlon Lee was a pillar in that Clayton community. He coached varsity girls basketball for Clayton High. Unfortunately, Coach Marlon Lee did pass last year, and the family did give the Grit and Grind the honor and the privilege to continue his legacy by naming the Players of the Week after him, because these players, Daryl, not only have to be student athletes on the field, but they have to also do what Coach Marlon Lee inspired everybody inside the classroom.
That's right.
So, Daryl, who was the Grind Player of the Week?
Well,
Grit
Player of the Week is coming out of Northern Nash. And I saw this kid up front, number 8, Jessie Wade, middle linebacker for Northern Nash. He is one of those guys that is physical up front, plays hard throughout the whole game, all 4 quarters. We talked about focus. It was going to be the theme for this season.
Locked in.
Well, Jessie's got that. He's got that focus. And he's that type of player that just loves to play football and loves contact. And
do we go look contact?
He go look for it.
There you
He
go.
looking for it. So again, this week's grit player is number 8, middle linebacker Jessie Wade of Northern Nash Snipes. Shawn, who's that grind player of the week?
The grind player this week is somebody who was the grind player last week, but he had to come back and get it week 1. No other than junior running back T.O. McPhatter out of Princeton High School. Picking up where he left off at last year, Daryl. Week 1, 298 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns, and then he threw 4 touchdowns.
Good gracious.
He was all over
all
the
over the
field.
field.
Last year, he was the second leading rusher in the state of North Carolina. He was the leading rusher in 3A football. And the way that Princeton is playing, and we seen Princeton when they get hot in the playoffs. We've been to a game down there. If Theo and this team can keep up the momentum that they have going right now to week 1, going in Aiden Griffin to win in a tough environment up there with the Chargers, if they can keep that up, they could be playing on a Saturday.
Yeah, definitely.
That is my grit and grind players of the game and players of the week right here. We're getting ready to jump into a commercial break, and we'll be right back to break down the grit and grind marquee games and the grit and grind
prime time
game of the week. You're watching the Grit and Grind on Studio 67 NCC.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. Two milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
It's time to gear up for a successful semester at the Nash campus store. From course materials and school supplies to the hottest electronics, laptops, and official NCC merch, we got everything you need. Did you know you can use your financial aid on almost anything? Order online at NashCampusStore.com for easy in-store pickup or delivery. And of course, we're here with personalized service to make your semester a whole lot smoother. Visit NashCampusStore.com today.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind, and don't forget, go by and support the Nash Community College Campus Store. And I'm gonna tell you, Daryl, if you buy that book called Macroeconomics, tell me all about it. I took a lot of classes here at Nash Community College, but that was one of the ones I avoided right there, Macroeconomics. Daryl, we got a good game right here in our marquee matchups this week. We got 0-1 Rocky Mount versus 1-0 East Wake. The Warriors coming off a very big win over Riverside Durham. Rocky Mountain coming off a heartbreaking loss over
last week.
Tarboro. Daryl, tell me all about this Rocky Mountain team.
Well, again, like you just said, Rocky Mount lost last week to Tarboro, 38-34, but it was a game that Rocky Mount was up in the first half.
That's right.
But if you are Rocky Mount, there is a lot of good things that you can look at, because the last team that put over 30 points on Tarboro was Kinston.
Yes.
And that was last year, and we know what Kinston offense was like. So Rocky Mount has something there as far as on the offensive side of the ball. They just got to be able to put everything together. Looking at this game last year, they won 20-14.
Yes.
It was a close game. But for me, the keys to winning this game again for Rocky Mount is slow down the running game of Shiloh for East Wake.
Very good.
He is a good running back, and if you can slow him down, that would definitely make a big difference. Corners, keep everything in front of you.
Yes.
They got a good wide receiver in Perry, number 11. Keep everything in front. Don't let him get behind you.
And get burnt.
That's it. At the end, forget about that Tarboro game. You got to put that away.
Now I got to hear your favorite scenes. You watch that tape.
And you burn that.
You learn your mistakes. What you do?
And you burn it.
There you go.
And you got to forget about that game and focus on this game coming up against East Wake. You're playing a good East Wake team that did beat a good Riverside team in Durham. So, again, if I'm Rocky Mount, slow down the run, keep everything in front of me on the defensive side of the ball as far as those corners. Don't let Perry get open and get around. And if you can do those things, you give yourself a good chance of winning this game. But tell me about East Wake, Shawn.
The home team, East Wake, is coming in 1-0, Daryl. They had a good win over Riverside Durham.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about East Wake. You're playing a good Rocky Mountain team. I'm going to go back and say this. Don't look at the score and say, well, Tarboro was able to come back. Tarboro was able to put enough offense together that second half,
Yeah.
make those halftime adjustments, Daryl, that guess what? Now they were able to win this game. If you're East Wake, don't look at that as we're going to repeat that because Rocky Mountain will not let that happen again this season.
No.
If you're East Wake, the keys to victory is right here. Don't wait until the fourth quarter. When I went back and looked at last year's game, like you said, they lost 20-14. Why did they lose? Because they waited till the fourth quarter to score 14 points. Rocky Mountain was up 20-0 in the fourth quarter. Number 2, Daryl, put pressure on that Rocky Mountain passing game. That's what Rocky Mountain, and that's what Tarboro was able to do in the second half last week.
They was able to put more pressure up front.
You got wide receiver Keymar Sharp, 99-yard receiver. You got to slow him down. Quarterback Jason Battle, slow them down. Number 3, East Wake. This is just old school football at its finest. Coaching 101.
Yeah.
Establish the run game early. When you establish that run game, it opens up them pass lanes.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's Pee-wee, middle school, JV, varsity, college, or NFL pro. When you establish a run game, opens up those pass lanes. And then stay patient. Don't get overzealous and make unrisky moves that cause penalties. Then get Davy Perry involved, Daryl. When you do that there, you can get more things going. You can throw screens, slants, motions, play actions, all that stuff. And the last thing I got for East Wake, Daryl, is this right here. And we say this every week. Because this is one of the most important things you do with football, Daryl. Win the turnover in field position.
You got to.
That's what football is all about, right?
That's the biggest thing.
It's a game of inches.
That's all it is.
Win the turnover in the field position. And that's what they did last week when they were able to beat East Wake 27-20. They were able to win the turnover battle. If East Wake can do that, Daryl, they get themselves a chance.
Yeah, because
they got a hard game.
They got some good players. I mean, like you said, the wide receiver Perry's real good. Shallow, the running back. So those guys are going to be ready to play. They're playing at home. So Rocky Mountain has to be ready, focused, and ready to play. And again, put that Tarboro game behind you.
Watch that tape. Learn from the mistakes and do what?
Burn that tape.
Daryl, our next game will be a game of 2 undefeated people. 1-0 Tarboro. Heading down to Warrior State to play a little 1-0 Wilson Warriors of Hunt. A little Mojo Pride out there. This is a big game right here. And you don't get a game this big in week 2, because most times you see this about week 5 in conference play, but they're playing early. Daryl, I'm the road team.
I'm going to say, you're the road team.
I'm the road team. I'm riding with the Vikings. I'm leaving Tarboro. You know what I'm doing, Daryl?
What you doing?
I'm riding past that billboard on 64 that says all the state championships I won. I done already seen all the lineage and heritage out there when I'm walking out the field house. I just talked to Coach Crowder. He said, is that the guy that picked against me again? He just said that when he walked out to the field house. Shout out to my boy Coach Jeff. We come to see you. But if you're Tarboro, this is a tough game.
Yeah.
And you got to take this one serious. This right here is a game that a Hunt team that was in the state championship, a team that has that pedigree now of that old school Hunt pride. They got Coach Juan that's coaching that team, and they're playing lights out. If you're Tarboro, the keys of victory start off right here, Daryl, number 1. Don't dig another hole.
Yeah.
Now, Coach Wilson from Green Sears talked about digging holes with trenches. But if you're Tarboro, don't dig another hole, because this Hunt team is just like Rocky Mountain. They can get going.
Right.
Number 2, the most important thing, you got to contain Miz Harris. You got to contain him.
Yeah.
He is the quarterback that's all over the field doing everything. Number 3, Daryl, make Hunt deal with that Tarboro team running game. Frustrate that defense to where they feel like they cannot stop that Tarboro team offense. Then number 4, Daryl, somebody has to slow down Xavier Dublin.
Right.
Somebody Tarboro got to take that right up. And then the last thing you got to do, Daryl, is turn this into a Tarboro-style football game. I don't think Tarboro wants to become a 35-35 shootout.
No.
I think they want to be able to get in, score a couple touchdowns, and then stay on the gas. Because one thing about Tarboro I learned is this right here, Daryl. When they get going, they all gas, no brakes with it. You know what I mean?
We saw that last week.
But play Tarboro-style football. Don't take Hunt lightly. This is a tough game right here. And this is a real good challenge for a young Tarboro team.
Right.
But they got a Hunt team, Daryl.
Yeah.
Coached by my good friend, Coach Juan. And tell me about this Hunt Warriors.
I mean, Hunt Warriors coming into this game. They won last week against Lee County. A good win for them.
Very good win.
Just going back last year, this game, Tarboro won this game 34-17.
They did.
And what Hunt cannot allow to happen is get early emotion for Tarboro.
Yes.
Tarboro jumped on them 22-7 in the first quarter, and pretty much that was it.
So
if you're Hunt, you got to do this thing. Play assignment football. Let me say it again.
Say it again.
Play assignment football.
You want to see that Hunt team that we've been seeing the last couple weeks.
That's what I'm saying. So you got to start by, one, controlling the line of scrimmage.
That's number one.
Win the edge. No outside runs. Control that to where you running that running back out to the sideline, or you making a play to where he's not getting that many yards.
Yes.
Because Tarboro can run the ball.
Hey, that's what they do.
Focus everything inside. Find a way to push everything inside so your middle linebackers can make plays. Defense tackles up front can make plays. And then the outside linebackers, defense ends, has to control the edge. I'm going to say that more than anything. Control the edge. Because if Tarboro running backs hit that edge, it's over.
It's over.
And that was the biggest key last year's game. In that first quarter, they was able to run the ball and hit the outside edge. And safeties, you have to be aggressive up front.
You got to.
You got to be aggressive up front and no missed tackles. Open field tackles got to be made if you're Hunt, if you want to win this game, because, again, you're playing a Tarboro team that won a state championship last year.
They won quite a few.
Yeah, won quite a few.
Quite a few.
And this is a state championship caliber team that was down last week against Rocky Mountain and was able to come back and get a big-time win. And that says a lot about a team like Tarboro. So these are the keys for me for Hunt to win this game. But we got to pick on this.
Do you got to pick on this game?
I got to pick on this game.
Do you have a pick on this game?
I got to pick.
But you got to save it.
We're going to save it
for what?
Quick picks.
You're going to save it for the quick picks. We get ready to hop into a commercial break, and then we'll be right back on the Grit and Grind to talk about the Grit and Grind.
Prime time.
Game of the week right here on Studio 67. You're watching the Grit and Grind live on Studio 67 in CC.
Nash Community College offers welding technology as a degree, diploma, or certificate. In this 5-semester program, students learn how to draw and read blueprints, the welding process, and welding safety. Students develop and master their skills in the classroom environments and real-world situations in NCC welding shops. With this degree or certificate, students can work as welders in a variety of fields such as construction, fabrication, and industrial maintenance. Most NCC graduates start out as entry-level technicians or welding apprentices working within the community. For more information on welding at Nash Community College, visit nashcc.edu or call 252-451-8270.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind. Daryl, it's time for the Grit and Grind.
Prime time.
Game of the week, the Battle of I-85, one of the oldest rivalries up there in the northern part of North Carolina, renewed again. And they'll be playing for that famous Grit and Grind Battle I-85 trophy.
Yes.
Daryl, this game right here means a lot for both teams because both teams are coming in 1-0.
Right.
JFL coming off a strong win on the road against Western Hornet. Warren County,
big
coming off a strong win
against Vance County.
7 years in the making, they've been waiting to win the Cross County Trophy. And as Coach VJ said, it's finally come home.
It finally came home. But we had an opportunity to talk with both coaches before this game. So let's go into that.
Let's go hear what Coach Gainey and the road team has to do as they get prepared to play Warren County. Welcome to the Grit and Grind primetime game of the week. Daryl, we have our good friend, Coach G from JLWell. Coach Gainey, welcome back to the Grit and Grind Coach's Corner.
So, fellas, appreciate you. Appreciate everybody for what y'all do, man. Before we start, man, I really want to just say I thank y'all for shining the light on small schools like Warren County and Jeff Webb. You guys could be anywhere week 2, but you shine that light on the small schools, and we really appreciate it.
Coach, it's truly an honor when we can come to JLWell, Warren County. We say it every week on the show. Both y'all schools like home for the Grit and Grind, right now.
It's like home.
For sure. We're excited, man.
Coach, you had a good summer OTA and a good spring OTA. Let's talk about that right now. How did things go over the summer and spring, and how many guys that you brought back as upperclassmen for this JFL football program this year?
Well, the spring and the summer has looked totally different for us this year, man. We lost about 90% of our offense and defense from last year. So we got a lot of new guys, a lot of new faces, a lot of young guys stepping up into some big roles. And, those guys was able to put it on tape last week. So we're excited, for those young guys stepping up. And, we returned our quarterback, Daniel Wright, who was out of 1,000 yards passing last year. He's also an all-state point guard. Elijah Kenton is now taking over for the backfield after we graduated McKellis Hobgood and Josiah Daniels, as both those guys went off to college. The number one receiver in the conference last year, Kalen Thorpe, he returns. He had a pretty big game last week. And we got some new faces at wide receiver, Donovan Yancey, his first year playing football. He's a basketball player. He's athletic out wide. Jordan Hunter has came in from Oklahoma, another athletic receiver. And we returned Elijah Thorpe, a 6'3", big-time, receiver out there on the edge, man. So we're very excited about those guys athletically. And up front, man, we're shuffling about 6 or 7, offensive linemen, trying to find that right 5, that right core, to push us through the season.
And, Coach, we noticed that you got a new defensive coordinator in DeAndre Richardson. Tell me more about what he's been able to do on that defensive side of the ball, what you saw last week's game.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Coach Rich has done a great job this summer. The first thing he did was he came in, he built relationships with those guys on the defense side of the ball. He's very detailed, fundamental, and I believe that's really big, coming in for a new coach. We've kind of merged our schemes together. We think just alike. Anytime you got a coordinator that comes in and, he's thinking like the head coach, that trust level, it builds more confidence in him. So, we're great to have Coach Rich. He's doing a great job, and, we're excited about the defense this year.
Coach, let's go back and look at last week. If you watch the Grit and Grind, everybody know that me and Daryl picked J.L. Will to beat Western Hornet. You guys went on to beat Western Hornet 28-7, open up a good home game at your house in front of your fan base, a good win to start the season off. When me and Daryl looked at everything from paper from that game, it was a balanced offense, 207 yards passing, 202 yards rushing. How were you able to just get that offense in sync on that first home game? Because me and Daryl said last week on the show, a lot of times we won. What we say, Daryl? Jitters out there, you're nervous, lights getting turned on. It's not a jamboree no more. It's a real game. How are you able to get everybody in sync just to have a balanced offense scheme that night?
Well, like I said, man, we were very proud of our offensive scheme with all the new faces, man. It just started in practice with preparation, just reps. When you have a senior quarterback like Daniel, commanding the offense, it makes it a lot much easier when you got somebody who's experienced, a 4-year starter, back there at quarterback, man. But it all comes down to preparation. Just being honest, we were more athletic than those guys, so we were able to take some advantages. And we're just excited, man. Just excited for this upcoming week. A new challenge, Warren County. They're a great team. We're excited for the challenge.
All right. And also more on that defense side of the ball. You only gave up 7 points in that game on the defense. So who are some of the leaders on the defense that you saw coming out? Because I know you stated that you lost 90% of what you had last year, but who stood out to you in that game?
Absolutely, man. Starting with the linebacker, we have Zion Thornton, who transferred in from Vance County. He was a hog on that linebacker, man. 3 TFLs, had 11, 12 tackles. He's physical, stops the runs well. But I'm really impressed with our secondary, man. We had 4 interceptions, last week. 2 of them by Elijah Thorpe, one of them by DeQuay Obi, who was a young guy who stepped up, and also Tay Belton, who was a freshman. His first varsity game, he got a pick, man. So 4 interceptions, 6 turnovers. We're excited about our secondary.
Well, Coach, we look forward to seeing you on Friday night in Warren County for the Grit and Grind Battle I-85. We look forward to J.L. Webb. And I say this every time I watch J.L. Webb in Warren County. Both of these schools play. Y'all maybe want to get back out on the sideline and start calling some plays every now and then. Yeah, whenever I watch both of y'all get together, because it's just a great game, good football, good offense, good defense in sync. And best of luck to you on Friday night, Coach.
I appreciate it, man. Hopefully we can bring that trophy back home this week, man.
All right, Coach, we'll see you Friday night. Now back to the studio. Daryl?
Yeah.
This is a big game right here.
Big time game.
Battle I-85, you just heard from Coach Gainey. He's bringing his J.F. Will Warriors into Warrenton to the Nets to play the Eagles of Warren County. But let's go here for our other good friend, Daryl. Coach V.J. Hunt. Head coach of the Warren County Eagles, who's coming off a very strong and convincing win over their rival, Vance County. Welcome to the Grit and Grind Coaches Corner. With us this week, Daryl, we have our very good friend, Coach V.J. Hunt, head coach and athletic director of the Warren County High School Eagles. Coach V.J., Welcome back to the Grit and Grind. I feel like we just was talking a few months ago as we were getting prepared for football. Through Texas football.
Time is flying, man, but it's a good thing. Definitely glad to be here, man.
We're also glad that Warren County partners with the Grit and Grind for the Battle I-85 Grit and Grind trophy that we hand out to the participant winner each year, which Warren County for the past 2 years have taken that trophy home. But, Coach, before we talk about that, let's just look at the spring and summer OTAs. How did the spring and summer OTAs go for Warren County, though? Because I watched y'all in the Jamboree against Wilson Prep, and I've been reading a lot about you. Warren County is looking good right now, and I can go ahead and say it. After week 1, they are the hottest team in 2A football right now. Talking to town.
Hey, well, listen, I love when y'all coin that. Don't put no bigger target on it than we need, right? don't put a bigger target on it than we need. But yeah, our spring went amazing. We're typically we don't get to do spring ball just because so many of our athletes play baseball and run track, so it's usually a light spring. But thankfully this year we were able to get a spring ball in with about 15, 20 players. So we were able to kind of lay a foundation then. And then our summer has gone pretty well for us. We took our annual trip to Ferrum College, which we played some smoke up there. We were the smallest school there. We took about 25 guys. We played St. James up in Northern Virginia. They opened up, I think, with like IMG. They're a national team. They had about 85 players on their team. Played against them, but I mean they have 85 Division I caliber players. Played against them. Indian River, who has a quarterback that's offered by Auburn, Alabama, all of those schools. So we played another school, Amherst, that was pretty good, school in Hanover. So we had an opportunity to compete this summer against some really, really, really good talent. And had a chance to see where we were. Obviously, we only took 25, so it's a little different when you're playing 50, 80 players, 90 players, but what it gave us was an opportunity to get a lot of reps against quality opponents. And then that naturally just, you get to evaluate your guys. And it's really a toughness thing. We pride ourselves on being physical and tough. And so when you go into it and for a fact that you're going to be, outmanned, it is what it is. And I told our guys, it's St. James' game don't count for anything. These practices don't count for anything other than us getting better. So if they catch a deep ball, they had a situation, we were doing 7-on-7, where they had 4 receivers they ran on the field. They would do 3 plays, sub them out, put 4 more. And these were all like Division I caliber guys. And we had guys playing both ways. And I'm like, look, I don't feel bad for you. Like, it's part of it. You know what I mean? It's the grind. You have to we got a saying that's embrace the suck. Like, embrace everything that sucks about football. And that's just one of those things. We embrace everything that sucks. So a lot of people hate lifting weights. A lot of people hate doing up downs. A lot of people hate conditioning. A lot of people hate all of the heat. All those things about football that make you a good team. We just embrace those things. And so that's what we did. That was kind of how our summer went. And I think we got better because of it.
And Coach, going back to last week's game against Vance County, like we was talking earlier before we started recording, you was saying how you was able to get over that hump. How did your defense look in that game from what you saw, where you at, and where you can possibly be by the end of the season?
I mean, they were firing on all cylinders. We only gave up 12 points. We gave up a touchdown right at the end. Both of their touchdowns came. We had 9 players on the field. We were trying to sub some guys in and out, and we had 9 players trying to call a timeout. And the referee was like, "Man, I could have gave it to you, but I mean, this game's over, man. We didn't want to stop the game. We had a lightning delay, and I understood. I didn't want to give up those 12 points, though. The other touchdown came on a guy caught a deep ball. We tackled him and he fumbled, and our corner stopped playing, and he just picked the ball up and took off running and he scored. But you know, one of the things that I can appreciate about our defense is that they're resilient. Our D coordinator, Coach Crump, gave us a great plan. And we followed the plan and it worked out for us. It was a time where after they scored, they were driving the ball, and then we ended up getting we forced a fumble, and McPhatter scooped it up and scored for his second defensive touchdown in the first half. So he did a good job of just our defensive staff does a good job of just scouting and having the kids ready. I think that first offensive play from scrimmage, we scored on a lateral that like they were throwing a bubble screen, and we had watched it all week on film and saw, hey, when the motion comes, be prepared. And so our defensive end ended up jumping the pass and tipped it backwards and then scooped it up and scored. So he had 2 defensive touchdowns in the first.
Well, Coach, even looking at that game and staying right there with it, 2 defense touchdowns. Let's talk about the offense, because I went back and watched some of the film on it. It looked like the offense was firing on all cylinders. So how did the offense work that night in that game?
Did well. You know, we just watched it in our coaches meeting, and you know, I'm a glass half empty guy when I'm critiquing our team. So I look at the good plays are cool, but I'm looking at where we can improve. Our O-line was good for the most part, but then they had some moments where they were lazy. And, you know, our backs not always hitting the right gaps and receivers blocking downfield. It was different things that we just had to kind of fix. Definitely wanted to be able to pass the ball a little bit better. So our quarterback missed a few guys on some things. We're going to correct those things. We worked really hard this offseason on being able to throw the football a little bit better, because that's what it's going to take, I think, to get in that state championship game. But we did well overall. We moved the ball. We got to clean up penalties. We had a lot of penalties. A lot of them were emotional penalties, playing a rival. And, you know, week 1 is always really sloppy.
Yeah.
Learn that. But the thing that I am proud of is that we were able to overcome those penalties. Some of them were holding and different things, but we were able to overcome those penalties and still, you know, pick up first downs, move the ball, and be in control of the game the entire time. So overall, I mean, I think on both sides of the ball, we did really well.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you stopping by the Grit and Grind Coach's Corner this week. Best of luck to the Eagles in the Grit and Grind Battle I-85, and we'll be seeing you Friday night in the nest in Warren County. We can't wait to see everybody. And tell Coach Moss I'm coming up to Warren County having some turkey barbecue.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I'm going to let him know. Hopefully he has some time to make something for you.
Yeah. Maybe he'll work on it this week for me.
Maybe his schedule will allow.
Yes. Well, Coach, we appreciate you stopping by the Grit and Grind Coach Corner. We'll see you Friday night in the nest.
All right. See y'all.
Daryl?
Yeah.
Well, before we get ready to break this game down, I got to say one thing to say. Coach Moss, have that turkey barbecue, man. I got to have one. Have a little plate of turkey barbecue when we come up to Warren County. But Daryl, good game Friday night.
Yep.
Both coaches have said all. Nothing else we need to say.
There's nothing else for us to say. No more than we'll see you Friday night for the battle of the Grit and Grind I-85.
Yes. Grit and Grind Trophy will be on the line. Can Warren County continue their dominance by winning for a third consecutive year?
Yeah.
Or can JFL break the streak and finally take it back to Oxford, North Carolina? We'll find out on Friday night. We'll get ready to hop into a commercial break, and we'll be right back for everybody's favorite segment, Daryl. The quick picks to see who me and Daryl are picking this week in all the Eastern North Carolina games over at the ENC. You're watching the Grit and Grind Studio 67 NCC.
Your educational journey should be one of self-discovery, a mission to find your passions. Your future success is your motivation, a payoff for your hard work. Nash Community College is the starting point for your journey's beginning. College transfer pathways at Nash clear the way for you to succeed in university and beyond, making yours a journey without limits. Start here. Go anywhere.
hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back to the Grit and Grind, Daryl. You see what's on the screen. It's time.
The favorite part of the show.
Quick picks. But before we can get started.
Week 1, let's see what happened.
Let's see what happened week 1. Did I continue my dominance? What happened?
Let's see.
Survey says.
Oh, you see it? You see it. 34-8. 34-8.
I let him win 1 week. You know I gotta make him feel
Taking care of, I told you.
I gotta make him feel
I ain't picking
good.
with my heart this season.
Gotta make him feel good.
34-8.
I gotta make him feel
start.
good. I gotta make him feel good. You know, you gotta make him feel good after being dominated so long. You gotta let him get 1 win under his belt.
34-8. Let's
you know,
go.
I ain't that type of guy. I gotta let him get 1 type of win under his belt. Our first pick down right here, 8-man football, one of our favorite teams. Right here in the Rocky Mount area. Faith Christian versus Mount Zion Christian Academy. Faith Christian coming off 2 spectacular wins.
Big time win for Faith Christian. I'm sticking with Faith Christian.
I'm sticking with Faith Christian. Go Patriots. Patriots, we coming to see you. We working the kinks out right now today. Our next game, Daryl, our good friend, Coach Scott Riley, coaching the Swain County Maroon Devils versus the Pig Song Bears. Coach Riley, we forgot about him last week. He let me know we forgot about him. I told him when I come up to West North Carolina, I'll stop by to get that helmet. Coach Riley get a win?
Yes, I'm going with the Devils.
I'm going with the Maroon Devils to win. Coach Riley gets a win. Our next game down.
Here we go.
The James Rose Express.
There
coming through a town near you. Now, you talked about a team a couple years ago that was on the campaign trail.
Yeah, they was on the campaign trail.
James Rose is on the campaign trail.
They on the campaign trail as
James
well.
Rose Express.
I'm going James Rose.
Oh, I got to go with the Express of James Rose coming through a town near you. Our next game down, Panther Creek versus Hillside. Now, we know the D coordinator over there. We got the inside of Panther Creek. We on the inside of there. What's going on? What's going on?
Relationship,
Do Panther Creek get another win, or does the Hillside stop them right now?
I think Panther Creek's going to get a win. I think Panther Creek's going to be all right. I'm going Panther Creek.
I'm going to go Hillside.
Whoa.
I'm going to go against the insider we know. Even though he told me he feels good about this game, I'm going to go Hillside. Got split 1. Our next game down. My favorite Cougar got a good win over here at Nash Central. Big time win for Southwest Edgecombe playing Hereford County. Coach Pooh Ward starting off his career as head coach of Southwest 1-0. Big win, stapling win for Southwest. Mayo win off. The Cougar Nation, they hit me up all weekend. Let me know they were excited. Southwest, do they win or do the Hereford County Bears win?
I'm going Southwest Edgecombe.
You know I got to stick with my favorite Cougar, giving the Southwest Edgecombe Cougar. Southwest, we getting down to this year. We got to work it out. Our next game down, staying in Edgecombe County, North Edgecombe, the Warriors. I didn't pick them last week.
No, you
picked them.
And I picked them.
Playing Southside, the Seahawks, Daryl.
I'm sticking with the Warriors. They won their first game
last
week.
Good
I'm going
win.
with the Warriors.
I'm going with the Warriors of North Edgecombe. Smarten up this week.
Yeah. Oh.
Our next win, Bettyfield versus Dixie.
All right,
Don't start.
Stay at home.
Here we
What
go.
we doing?
Here we go.
What we doing? You stay at home.
I'm not staying home.
You're not staying home.
I'm going Dixie for the
going
win.
Dixie.
Hey, Coach Parker, all my people at Bettyfield, all the alumni coaching. Much love to y'all doing what y'all doing at Bettyfield, but I got to get back in the driver's seat.
Okay, I'm going Dixon with you.
Okay, I thought you were going to go Bettyfield.
No, I'm going to go Dixon.
Okay.
There might be a crow now. We might be on the crow.
Uh-oh.
All right, so we got the Green Central Rams.
Coach Wilson said it best. You got to get that shovel, Daryl, and you got to dig that tree.
Yeah, that's what they was able to do
That was
last
what they
week.
would do. Dug a good trench.
Yes, they did. So I'm still going to stick with the Rams.
I'm sticking with Green Central to beat the Goldsboro Cougars. Green Central gets another win for Coach Wilson. Another team to be on the watch out for, Green Central. Our next game, Daryl, Fike versus South Johnson. Fike,
this
coming off an 8-0 win.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier.
How do you top that?
That's what I'm saying.
Score 100 points?
100 points. I don't know, but I'm going Fike.
I'm going Fike. And
Yeah.
if Fike put up another 80-point win, then I'm going to
They
make
got
sure
something going on.
I'm
and we might have to.
We're going to have to make a strip over Fike. Our next game there, WPA coming off a hard loss against the Clayton Comets versus West Craven Eagles.
Yeah, they played this game last year.
They did.
It was a tough loss for them again.
Another tough.
But
they went on the road once they got going.
That's what I was going to say. Once they got going, got into conference play,
they went on the road. All the way to a state championship.
I'm going to have to go West Craven.
Hard pick for
That's
me,
a hard
but
pick
I got to
for me.
go West Craven. I got to go West Craven. I'll be back sooner or later, WPA.
Yeah.
I got to go West Craven. Our next one there, crank up the air raid offense.
Here it comes.
It's back. I watched ACOT play last weekend, and I'm happy with what I saw with ACOT. The air raid offense is back versus their rival Eastern Wayne. They beat Rosewood last week. They won that rival game. Can they go round two and beat the next rival?
I think they can. I'm going CB ACOT.
Crank it up. ACOT, we coming to see you. Our next game down, Roseville, coming off a tough loss.
Tough loss last week, but the game was pretty close.
Pretty close game.
Yeah, it was a competitive game. Another big challenge for them.
Providence Day is a big challenge.
Yeah, that's a big challenge. But I'm going to go Roseville. I'm picking with my heart. I'm going Roseville.
Providence Day, but Roseville, we coming to see you next week, because next week you got the Rockin' Raiders of Richmond. We'll be there next week, Roseville. Our next game, Darryl.
Yeah, it is.
Here we go.
Yeah, it is.
Corvallis versus Cleveland. Let me go talk to Patrick right
Oh, you're going to talk to Patrick? Let me let you talk to Patrick. I'm going to go ahead and put my pick in.
Patrick, what's on your mind?
I'm going Cleveland.
What'd you say, Patrick? Uh-huh.
What Patrick talking about?
Patrick talking good over here.
Is he?
Let me go talk to Jolly Roger right quick. Jolly Roger, now you flew in from the Outer Banks. What's on your mind?
What is he saying?
Walk the plane. You sure about walking the plane? It's the Rams of Cleveland now. They don't walk planes that much. Okay. And you got to pick in.
I got my pick in.
Who you go?
I got Cleveland.
I got to go to Rams of Cleveland. Sorry, Patrick. Sorry, Jolly Rogers.
After all that talking
After
back
all
and
that
forth.
talk, I'm sorry.
You could have, they didn't tell you nothing.
No, they didn't tell what I wanted to hear.
Okay, all right.
Hashtag walk the plane. Keep that going, voters. We come to see you. Our next game down, the Knightdale Knights versus the Enlow Eagles. Both teams coming off a loss. Both teams playing two hard games
last week.
Southeast Raleigh for Enlow.
Southern Nash,
Southern Nash from Knightdale.
This is a tough pick, but I'm going to go Enlow.
I'm going, there's no quitting the low. Enlow is back. Our next one, Roanoke Rapids versus Kilbride. Your favorite school.
Yep.
Kilbride.
Roanoke Rapids got a big-time win last week.
Very big win.
Big time.
Coach Chris got something over there.
Got something. I'm
watching
going Yellow Jackets.
That's my sleeper team.
Yep, that's what you said last week. I'm going Yellow Jackets.
I'm going Yellow Jackets on this right here. I got to go Yellow Jackets. Our next one down, Northwest Halifax versus Beargrass Charter. Both teams 0-1. Both teams looking their first win of the football season of 2026.
Give me Northwest.
Give me Vikings of Northwest. I think Northwest can get
I think they're going to be able to take care of business.
Our next one down, Rockin' Raiders. Richmond Raiders starting 0-1 versus the Fighting Scots of Scotland.
This is going to be tough.
This is old school Sand Hill football at its finest.
At its finest. Give me Scott.
Fighting Scots?
Yeah, give me the Scots.
Rockin' Raiders of Richmond win. Rockin' Raiders of Richmond, baby.
We may hear some. You
can hear some on that.
We're going to hear some on that.
You going to hear some on that. Havelock Rams versus the Newburgh Bears.
Big time game.
Big game right there.
Big time game in that area.
Havelock had an impressive win.
Yeah, they did.
Newburgh had one too now.
Yeah, both of them had one.
Big robber right there.
I'm going Newburgh.
I'm going Newburgh Bears.
I saw
Newburgh
them at
Bears.
Bull City Classic, and they look good. So I'm going Newburgh.
Franklin County, Franklinton versus Bunn. Franklinton looked good last week against Pearson. Bunn did not look so good against South Granville. Is this the bounce back game for the Wildcats of Bunn, or do the Franklinton Red Rams do what I say they do best, Darryl?
What's that?
Stand up, Ram Nation. Stand up.
I'm going with the Rams.
I got to go Franklinton Red Rams on this one. That's the easy one right there for me. Oh, we got a heartbeat now.
This is a tough
Vance County versus South Granville.
Yeah, and we both picked last week that South Granville was going to lose against
You keep
Bunn.
talking. I already know about pick. Keep talking.
You got Vance County.
Vipers coming out a lot of big losses
against Warren County. I'm not going to pick against South Granville again. I'm going South Granville.
I'm not picking against South Granville. I didn't have to go through all that. Give me South Granville Vikings.
Watch if they don't win.
Oh, yeah.
Then they go jinx it.
We're going to hear Vance County. Our next game, Daryl, will be Northern Lewisburg starting their season off. They had a bye last week.
Yep.
They're starting their week 1 off versus Southeast Halifax right here. Coach Lassiter.
Yep.
Our good friend.
Good friend.
Good friend of the good grit and grind.
I'm going to Lewisburg.
I'm going to Bird. You know I got to stick with the Bird. 71st versus Cape Fear.
They let us know.
They still 71st.
Friday night, got a text. Hey, we still 71st.
And I heard that the band is getting ready to send
They
that to
working
us,
on
Mr.
some
Producer.
things. They
The
working
band
on
is
some
getting ready to
things.
send that to us.
This is going to be a tough game, but I'm
I
going
done told you what's
71st.
going to happen.
I'm going 71st.
Cape Fear coach, get ready here. I told y'all the band gonna play it after every touchdown. I told y'all 71st gonna win this game. 71st Falcons for the win. Our next game there, Princeton coming off a big win over Ada Griffin.
Yeah, that was a big time win for them.
East Duplin, another good team.
Yep.
Both 1-0.
I'm going Princeton, though.
Princeton had the grind player T.O. McPhatter. I'm going Princeton for the win.
Mm-hmm.
Let's run over down to Jacksonville. A big game right here. The Battle of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
The Cardinals versus the Monarchs. Jacksonville Cardinals look good. Jacksonville Monarchs were playing one game away from getting to a state championship last year against Hunt.
Give me the Cardinals.
Give me the Cardinals of Jacksonville.
You going with Cardinals?
I'm going with the Cardinals. Yeah, Coach Bo.
Okay.
That's Coach Bo right there.
Okay.
Man, I need to call Coach Bo right quick.
Yeah, no. We'll
I
let
call
go.
him. You know he'll pick up.
I know he will.
Our next game there, Hope County, his family, versus Southview. Both teams 0-1.
0-1. I got a lot of feedback. Family called me. Said, what are you doing, Daryl? What's going on? What's happening? You picked against us last week. I'm going Hope County.
He coming back
It's
home.
going to be close
Come
for
back
the win.
home.
Hope
Coach
County.
Lauren gets his first win at Hope County. I'm going to Fighting Bucks of Hope County. Coach Lauren gets his win. West Charlotte versus Monroe. Now, Monroe beat Hope County.
Yeah, they beat them.
It was a good win.
Good win for them.
West Charlotte had a tough loss against a
Yeah.
Grimsley Whirlers team.
Yeah.
But that's Grimsley.
That's just going to
You
say.
know, that's all you got to say. That's Grimsley.
Monroe look good.
Monroe look good.
Yeah, I'm going to go Monroe.
I'm going to go Monroe on this one. Our next one down. I hear them dogs barking. I hear them barking. I hear them dogs barking in Raleigh.
Barking.
Them dogs barking. Southeast Raleigh versus Dudley.
That's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a good game.
Dudley out of Greensboro. Always a good game. That was a good game last year.
Good game.
But I'm going to go Southeast Raleigh.
Southeast Raleigh, those dogs are
Again,
barking.
this is my sleeper team right here.
Southeast
when we
Raleigh.
get to our top five,
they going to be up there.
they're going to be up there. That's
South-
coming next week, but Southeast Raleigh.
Them dogs barking.
Yep.
Sanderson coming off a tough loss.
Tough loss for Sanderson.
Playing Riverside Durham.
And Riverside lost last
Tough
week.
loss against Eastway.
Yeah.
Bounce back
I'm
game
going
with somebody.
Sanderson. I'm going
going Coach Buck. Sanderson.
Yeah,
I'm going
I'm going
Sanderson. Hey, Sanderson, one of them teams that's going to be around the playoffs. Heritage coming off a good win. I didn't pick him.
You didn't pick them. I did.
You picked my boy. Let me know
Yep.
day one.
Yep.
He let me know.
Yep.
He hit me up. He hit me up
Hit
Friday
you
night
up.
on the email. Said, what happened, Coach? Come on now. Playing Millbrook.
Playing Millbrook?
It's Millbrook.
I'm going Millbrook.
I'm going
Yeah,
Millbrook.
Millbrook
Coach
had a
Marshall.
good win last
They had a
week
good
against
win.
Garner.
Blowout
And they
win.
was on all cylinders. Yeah, I'm going Millbrook on that.
No count when you're playing the counts. I didn't pick them last week.
Yep.
But
And I
they
did.
got Green Level. A tough game right
Tough
here.
game up there in Wake County. Give me
Are you
Green
going with the
Level.
Cows?
I'm going Green Level.
I'm going Green Level for the win right here. Give me Green Level. Daryl, I knew his team to the grit and grind, going down to pick that helmet up in a few weeks when I head down that way to Jones County. The Jones County Trojans, Jones Senior High Trojans versus the Columbia Wildcats. Jones 0-1, Columbia have not started their season. This will be their first game.
Give me Jones.
I'm going Columbia. Most time I'm going to pick Jones. I'm going Columbia on this one. We got split on one.
All right.
Our next game there, Aiden Griffin coming off a tough loss against Princeton versus North Pitt. Bounce back game for somebody.
Yeah, bounce back game. I'm going to go Aiden Griffin, and we also got their helmet on the show.
Welcome to the Grit and Grind,
Welcome
Aiden
to the
Griffin. We're
Grit and
glad to
Grind.
have you here. I'm going Aiden Griffin, # Go Chargers.
All right.
Aiden Griffin, Superchargers.
Oh, that's the song.
Hey, why did we get that started? Battle on the Bridge, Daryl.
This is it.
Backyard.
Backyard.
5 minutes away from both schools.
Both schools. Tough for both teams.
Tough. Both
teams cost losses. I'm going Northern Nash, though.
I'm going the Knights of Northern Nash to get this win.
Yeah.
Our next game down, tough game right here.
Tough game.
Common's a C-Town.
Yeah.
Coming to Bailey, North Carolina.
Coming to Bailey.
Play the Firebirds.
Play the Firebirds. Firebirds are ready for this game. They hyped up.
Clayton is ready. I've been getting texts from Clayton people all week. Clayton coming in big numbers. Firebird State, I'm going to go ahead and tell you.
Yeah.
Pack the house out. Clayton is coming in big numbers.
Big numbers, so pack it out. I'm going to go Southern Nash. I got to stick with my Firebirds. I got to stick with the Firebirds.
Let me hear you say it. Brian, tell us, Brian. C-O-M-E-T-S. Coach Bo, Derek, we see you, Derek Miltro. Tell him, Clayton, C-Town. Grit and grind marquee game right here.
Game of the week, marquee.
Hunt Warriors.
Hunt Warriors, Vikings.
Tarboro Vikings.
Tarboro. Hunt's got a good team. Last year, close game. We already talked about all of this.
Here we go, y'all.
Again,
Here we go. I got
if Hunt can do what they can do on that defensive side of the ball, slow down the run, keep them out, keep everything inside. Don't let nothing get outside.
Here we go.
They can win this game. I'm going Hunt for the win.
Here we go again.
I'm going Hunt.
Here we go again.
You said,
we do this every, it feels like we're going to be doing this every week now.
For the win.
Trevor
Hunt understands how to win championships now.
When we was watching before Grit and Grind that he was going to do this again. No disrespect to Hunt. Coach Juan, my Mason brother. Shout out to Coach Juan. Shout out to the Warriors. They play good football. But it's still Tarboro. They are still the reigning defending 2A champs. Tarboro Vikings for the win. And guess what? Vikings for Christ, Rude Boy, Travaris, all my Tarboro fans will be trolling Daryl again this weekend for this pick. No disrespect to Hunt, but Tarboro for the win.
It might be Crow next week, but
for who?
It might, I don't know. But we're going to see. We're going to see.
Hey, all my Tarboro fans, if Tarboro wins this game, send us some highlights so that we can put that on the Grit and Grind. Now, during our next Grit and Grind marquee game, Rocky Mountain Griffons coming off a tough loss.
Tough loss
to Tarboro.
To that Tarboro team.
Eastway coming off a good win against Riverside Durham.
I'm going Rocky Mountain.
Rocky Mountain. Coach Battle gets a win.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain gets refocused.
Rocky Mountain looks good.
Yeah.
They just had a letdown in the second half.
Yeah.
But they are a strong team.
Yeah.
Now it's time for the Grit and Grind prime time game of the week. Daryl, as everybody knows watching the Grit and Grind, me and Daryl will be live at this game, so we will not make a pick on this game for the Grit and Grind. What, Daryl? Battle 85?
Battle I-85
trophy. We will not make a pick on this game, but please drop your pick into the comment box right here. And don't forget, next week, everybody on the Grit and Grind, we will have our good friend from Buck Sweet Sports here, no other than Chris Harris. He will be the guest picker next week on the Grit and Grind. And make sure you check out Buck Sweet Sports on
definitely check
YouTube
him out.
on Saturday. But we're looking forward to having our good friend Chris Harris from Buck Sweet Sports to be our guest picker for the Rocket Raiders of Richmond versus the Roseville Rams.
And it's something that we want to do with other social media podcasts to get other people on our platform, just so everybody can reach out to see other podcasts that's out there.
And we will be glad to have you as our guest picker, as our good friend Chris Harris from Buck Sweet Sports be doing. Well, Daryl, guess what? You're driving in your car.
Uh-oh.
You're driving on your motorcycle, on your Harley Davidson, in your slingshot, in your Jeep, in any type of car you got. And you're getting ready to head that way. And you're getting to that game on Friday night. So before you cranked up the car, you stopped by and you went to Grit and Grind Podcast CNC, and you followed the Grit and Grind. Do you know what you did before you cranked that car? You went over to Studio 67 NCC, and you followed them on their Instagram, and then you went to YouTube and hit the like button. But you didn't crank the car yet.
Okay.
So now you saying, I'm running late.
I'm running late.
It took me about 10 minutes to do all that, because I had to watch a few of the videos on both platforms. So now you saying I got to head to this game. Guess what you do? Before you do that, you go holler at our good friend Deanna King on X at NCPreps and NCPreps.com, where you can join me, Darren, all our good friends in the chat room for chatter. Shout out girl Deanna King. Stop by, check her out on her platform, and join them in the chat room. And check me and Darren out in the chat room, because that's where all the Tarboro fans love to troll.
And they be at me all the time.
So now you're ready to head to the game. You did all of that stuff. You're ready to head to the game. But before you head to the game, don't watch the Grit and Grind Drive.
No.
Please don't. Do it the same way by watching the podcast version of the Grit and Grind. All you have to do is go on YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple, Spotify, and Buzzsprout, and Amazon, where all you have to do is search up Studio 67, and you can hear the audio version of the Grit and Grind. Same energy, same entertainment. You just don't see the
Just don't see us. Just won't see us.
That's
but
all you have to do.
iHeart too.
iHeart.
Okay.
Go on to iHeart. Check us out.
Moving up.
So,
like the Jeffersons.
So we want to thank everybody for watching week 2 on the Grit and Grind. And we cannot leave without asking the most famous question we ask every week. And the same question everybody asks us when we pull up to your stadium. Do you have the grit?
And do you have the grind?
And we'll see you next week for week 3 on the Grit and Grind. Let's go, Tarboro.